Ask the same question in the mic because they can't hear.
Yeah.
I have a question about the second shloka we did. It's the one that says, some are inclined to understand him by empirical philosophical speculation, and the others are inclined to show him by devotional work. I don't really understand that kind of topic. Can you
Yeah.
go into
So
more detail?
the summary or background of this question is like Krishna explains so many concepts in the second chapter. So Arjuna is like right now, wait a minute, what are you telling me, Krishna? First you told me you should perform your duty. That's what you said. Then you told actually better than doing your duty, you should try to get some knowledge. So after getting some knowledge, then you said if you have enough knowledge, there is no need to do your duty because you have already attained the knowledge. So I'm confused. So you want me to do my duty or you don't want me to do the duty? Which is better? I'm confused. So actually Arjuna is not confused. Arjuna is the best of all the devotees. So he's asking for us, people like us. So there are some key words which Krishna used in the Bhagavad Gita in the second chapter, which is also very popular amongst all of us in Hindu religion. All of us who are born there, we have been hearing all our life, and we all know the word karma, right? Karma is so prominent in all of our vocabulary. Karma, anything happened, we know, oh, it's because of your karma, right? Somebody became very rich, oh, it's because of his karma. Somebody got an injury or is going through bad time, oh, that was your bad karma. Everybody knows this word. It's a very powerful word. It's all coming from here. And then in the same chapter, in the second chapter, Krishna was using the word Naishkarmyam, opposite of karma. Karma, akarma, right? Opposite. Karma means action. Naishkarmya means no action. But actually, karma has two components. Karma means one is action. What is the second one? Reaction. So every action has a reaction. So there are three concepts which Krishna uses in the second chapter itself. So there is karma, there is akarma, and there is vikarma. So even though we all know one word, but there are three words actually Krishna is talking about. And he introduced work, how you should work in this world. That's the first topic Krishna is actually talking about in a very deep sense. So the work itself, if it is done in a particular way, what is a particular way? Two things. If work has two things, if you attach work, right now, you want everything, right? Whatever you do, I want to get the benefit. So Krishna is talking of two things. Naishkarmyam api achyuta bhava varjitaha. Meaning, if you can learn selflessness and whatever karma you do, then there is phala. Karma phala tyaga. So he's introducing that concept. When you work, there is karma, there is phala. So then there is karma phala tyaga. So these two things, if you add to work, it becomes naishkarmyam. So now he's using another word for naishkarmyam in the next sloka, where you see in fourth sloka, he's saying naishkarmyam means no work. What is Krishna saying now? Whether it's work, don't work, whether work with action, no action. There's so many components coming right now. You see? Am I going too much?
No.
We're
following. No,
You're with me?
Somebody wants to say what he told. Reshma? Sure. We are talking about karma, and karma is always comes with like there are two components, like karma and reaction. The action and reaction.
Right.
So Krishna is also talking about three types of karma, which is karma, akarma, and vikarma.
Correct.
So now coming back to shloka,
So about nice karma.
next is like palatyaga. I mean, giving up the fruits of the world. And also in the fourth sloka, he's talking about like renunciation,
Correct. Correct. Not doing any work. The same Naishkarmya which is spoken in the second chapter, now he is talking as no action. So this is the concept that Arjuna is asking, what are you saying? Please tell me. I should fight or I should not fight? Tell me clearly. That's what he's asking basically. Yes. Okay. Karma simply means any prescribed duty according to the Vedas, only that is called karma. If it is not written in the scripture, and if you do that, it is called vikarma. That means you act on your own whimsical way.
Yeah.
Hmm?
The thing is karma.
I know there is, but
all three karma, vikarma means action, but the intent with that, what that action is done.
yeah. The reaction, what depending on the reaction, they are not intent upon the reactions.
Yeah. Intent will get different
That
reaction, and
reactions.
that signifies a karma.
Yeah, you can put that in different bucket.
No, you might have an intent. You are eating non-veg, okay, or whatever. You something simple you're doing. Your intent was not to actually do that sinful action. You wanted to enjoy. Your intent was not to hurt someone.
So same thing I would say, my intent was to cook food. That is the action.
Yeah.
But what I was cooking food for
What you
Krishna,
are cooking?
serving prasad and then eating, then it's a karma.
Yeah.
Then it's a karma because I wanted, I will feed and then I will get
Actually,
blessings and I will get
it is
rich or
actually a
whatever.
karma. It is not a karma.
No,
It is,
but if I did with the result in mind, I'm doing it because somebody told they got very rich because they were doing that. Let me
Yes.
copy. So I'm doing the karma because it's prescribed.
yeah, in the
But
way.
I have the intent in mind, so I'm doing it as a karma.
Yeah.
Action, reaction. Now it might come, whenever it comes, what quantity it comes. And then if I'm cooking it for
Krishna.
non-veg and
Yeah.
with the tamasic, then it becomes vikarma.
Vikarma.
And then nishkarma is what? I don't need any, I'm just serving.
Yeah.
I'm not even caring about
Nishkarma is also
Actually, maybe I should put it
yeah,
on
you
the
can
board.
put it on the board. I was thinking of that, Yeah, akarma is same as nishkarma.
So we're talking of karma,
We have
then there is vikarma, and there is akarma. Now we are talking about nishkarma.
Is it nishkarma?
I'll explain. Or nishkarma. What?
How does it? How does
Yeah, one second. Yes, question. That's it.
Suppose you do something like
Bad action.
and share the word to you.
Mhm.
What if you do that in a bad way?
Yeah. So that is when you do in a bad way, this is called vikarma. It is prohibited action. These are called prohibited action. Vikarma. Prohibited. Oh, you're saying you do karma, which is according to dharma,
Yeah.
but the result you use for this, you're saying. He's saying he will do dharma,
Oh, yeah.
but the result he
Fine.
will use for vikarma. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is exactly what all the demons or materialistic people want to do. People want to practice dharma. Why? Because they already know I get good benefit. So that I can enjoy. I keep the result for myself. So that is
Demoniac mentality,
that's
basically.
actually a demonic mentality, but there is a fine line. So both devatas, devatas and the asuras, they both know this technique, what you're telling. It's a very good point you brought up. So they both know the technique. If you practice good karma, you'll get good result. But both want to enjoy. Devatas also want to enjoy. Demons also want to enjoy. Then what is the difference? What made them devatas? What made them asuras? Devatas always accept Krishna as a supreme lord. They always accept. Whereas asuras don't accept. They think they are the lord.
So you see all like Hiranyakashipu and all of them, Ravanasura, they
These
want
people they accept. They say, okay, no problem. My dear Lord, you are the Lord. And but we want to enjoy. But now all these people, even though they are devatas, even Indra, Chandra, all these people, including Brahma, up to Brahma also, all the people, they come under this category, devatas. The problem is they always, because they did good work and they want to enjoy, they will get another birth. You cannot get out of this cycle of birth and death. They will get another birth. But just like you see today, if you know how to come to America, you get a good job. If you know even more better, you become a big CEO of a big company. Like that, you are going high up the ladder, right? So if you know how to practice dharma very nicely, then you can even go up to Devalokas. You can go up to Devalokas. It's like getting a higher, you're going promotion, you're going up the ladder. Now, moment you use your this, but once in a while you want to use something in bad way, then you get good benefit, but you'll also get bad result also. Even though you're still being accepting the Lord, but all these categories of people are called. This is all called Mishrita Bhakti. Mishrita Bhakti means mixed devotion. This is not called pure devotion. This is mixed devotion. Yeah.
for what?
Yeah, they get the benefit. The benefit is you can become very rich. There are so many benefits you get. You get beautiful body. You will get very famous. You will get very opulent. You will become very famous. And you will also have very good health. All these benefits are there, but for how long it will be there? Only for that lifetime. Immediately it will go away. Just like you have a lot of money in the bank, but you start spending, what happens with the bank account? Depletes very fast. So punya is like that. It's just like bank account. For that life, you can have, but very fast it will go away.
So are devas like good? It's like they're Christian, right?
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
why would devas want to have come? Like you said that this earth is like a cage for us. Why would devas want to come back to this stage? Like someone doesn't just go back to jail for no reason, right?
So
They
they
are
also
also in the
engaged, but
jail.
they're inside the jail. There are so many, like sometimes there is a, if it's a very politician or somebody put in the jail, he's not put in the same way. He's given extra benefits. Like he's given a beautiful room, and but inside that room, he cannot go out of that room. Inside that room, lot of facilities are there. That's all. But he's in the jail too. So like that, even if we get all these facilities by doing dharma, so it's no big deal. Basically, this whole cycle is called dharma, artha, kama, moksha.
So if you become a Deva and like you think of Krishna as supreme Lord, you would be your friend of Krishna. And when you're probably a death, you probably think of Krishna. So why don't they not when you're still in the night thing, you go to like why don't they write that in?
Good question. But what happens? What happens when you are in Devaloka? So much enjoyment is there, facility,
Opulence.
opulence. You are in middle of all the opulence.
Just
So even though you know everything, even if you are in Indraloka, you don't have chance to remember Krishna. So much
like
enjoyment
it's
is
like
there.
being in Las Vegas. You know, it's like continuously being in Las Vegas.
If you're watching,
Every
if you're
second,
Funny.
watching Netflix,
every second.
Yeah. Okay.
you're watching someone to whatever you charge, and if I don't come, within that.
If it is not that, you will have another engagement, or another game, another this. Forget.
Yeah, that example has to be very loud.
One thing I don't talk. One thing, I don't even know what
I have another question.
Say in the mic actually.
Yeah.
Um, so
What is your question? Okay.
So they were distracted.
So at the time of death, because they are in so much opulence, so much
Enjoyment. In
enjoyment
fact,
that
in
they
fact, there are so many stories in Krishna book. You'll see these devatas, the children of devatas, they have so much opulence and enjoyment.
they know that story. Kubera, Nalagiri,
Kubera's children.
Kubera's children. No, no, Damodar Aarti.
yeah.
Damodar Aarti, no, he's saying two brothers, they were
You know the other people, they know
The background, basically the back of that whole Leela is the Kubera's two children. They are so much engaged in, swimming in the lake, basically naked with all the girls. And Narad Muni comes, they are so intoxicated, they don't even realize that Narad Muni was there. They don't even respect him. So Narad Muni says, I mean, what you guys are doing? So he curses them that you like to be naked, right? So freely be naked. Don't even hesitate. Become trees. So two trees. Then they'll say, oh my God, Narad Muni is there, he's cursing us. Then they'll say, sorry, sorry, sorry. Then they'll say, okay, because he's Narad Muni, his curse, devotees don't curse anything whimsically. Devotees curse is also a blessing. So then Narad Muni says, okay, no problem. You will be delivered by Lord Krishna himself. Then they are very happy. Okay, then it is fine. Then they become trees. Then what happens then? Krishna he does all that cut. He's stealing all the makkans. Mother is very angry. Tie him up to the wooden grinding mortar. And then Krishna cunningly, not nobody is watching. Then, oh, you pulled it out. No, you pulled
okay.
it. Yeah, wooden grinding mortar. Stone. Yeah, stone mortar.
Like this, they do, no? Wooden, but that was wooden,
Oh.
not stone. Yeah.
So then both these devatas are really Manigriva and Nalakuvara. Those two names. So that's the point. Basically, they get distracted.
Even when they like go to when they remember Krishna, they go to
Yeah, they become.
yeah, a higher look.
They
Why
become
does Krishna make it so fun if he knows that they're just going to forget him and go back to Earth?
it's because we want to enjoy separate from Krishna. Krishna is giving choice.
He's fulfilling, so
He's
we want
fulfilling.
to enjoy, we will enjoy. But it's not unlimited enjoyment.
Yeah. You'll be starving again for more. So until you understand, Krishna is giving that opportunity. Yeah. Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they became trees because they wanted to be naked.
Oh,
Just by touching, just by touching the tree.
The grinding water came, no? The Lord pushed himself in front with the
Between the two trees.
he was crawling and the grinding water was behind. So he pushed both the trees and made them fall down.
Both the trees fell.
Both the trees fell with a big
By Krishna walking through that.
they immediately two devatas came out from that. So they both would have got
They become devotees.
Sayujya Mukti. What did they get?
They got a chance to become devotees.
Oh,
But they're not directly.
they are not
They're
become.
delivered. That's what Krishna says.
They're delivered.
Delivered.
Delivered means then they.
Delivered to become devotees. Only devotee can be delivered. Nobody else.
Oh, okay. And they saw him personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the point is, you can break your cycle of birth and death. So as long as you have karma, there is reaction. There is action. If there is action, there is reaction. So the karma cycle will not break unless your reaction breaks. Right? You have to have no reaction. So that no reaction is akarma. So when Naishkarmya simply means these two things, if you add to karma, which is selflessness and detachment, will give you this. It's called Naishkarmyam, but it is not bhakti.
Because it's not added
It
to
is not,
Krishna.
yeah, that work, you are free from, okay, you are saying I will do work. The result is not mine, but it is not connected to Krishna. They don't know who is the owner. So it is still Naishkarmyam, but it is not bhakti. So there is a difference. This becomes karma yoga.
This is still karma yoga.
When it culminates, that means how does it culminate? When you add jnana. And what is that jnana? Everything belongs to Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. And the fruit also belongs to Krishna. But this quality is necessary for karma yoga. That is necessary. Now you are adding extra element here. See now jnana vairagya. So when your work, karma, is added with jnana and vairagya, then it becomes bhakti. In short, what is Krishna telling to Arjuna? You should not do any work, Naishkarmyam. You should do Naishkarmyam. Then why is he confused, Arjuna? You are saying don't do work. Then you are saying if you do jnana, is equal to not doing work. Then why should I work? Why should I fight? So Krishna is telling, now you add to Sankhya. Jnana, Sankhya, you add to this karma. Then you will come to this understanding of bhakti. Then he understood, okay, now I can fight. Because the phala is not mine. Phala is also yours. Before he thought the fruit is mine.
I'm doing papa.
No, fruit is mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
fruit is mine. So Krishna is trying to help me do the fight. Now Arjuna understands in the end, Krishna wants me to do his work and I am engaged in his work and the fruit of that fight also belongs to Krishna. I am just simply an instrument. Now that is bhakti. In that bhakti, I can work, no problem. So people get confused right here in this concept. That's why they say, you do your work, do your duty, do your duty.
Yeah.
Everything they will put that and they will say, oh, Krishna Arpanam. But actually, when the actual phala comes, they want it. So they have all the elements, but it is not tied up properly.
So you said Jnana and Vairagya will give bhakti.
Jnana and Vairagya, when it is without Jnana and Vairagya, there is no bhakti.
No, but Vairagya
It is sentiment.
Vairagya
Detachment.
attachment already took us to Karma Yoga.
But we are not there yet, right? Yeah. Okay, detachment took you to Karma Yoga, correct.
The Jnana took us to bhakti.
Hmm.
So
Both together, you cannot leave one and together it has to be.
no, I mean you can both are not together. They are
From God.
stages.
Who are phala? Fruit. The fruit of the work.
Yes. Yes, stages.
It is supposed to be steps, but that is why there are two in the fourth sloka, you see there are two ways, two paths
Yeah.
to reach Krishna. If Krishna is here, you can either use this path or this path. There is no middle path. So either this path or this path. So this path is very difficult. This is the ladder. This is the ladder. This is called karma, jnana, sankhya, ashtanga yoga, and then finally bhakti. And then another one is directly bhakti. Elevator. This is the elevator.
We are also incorporating other yoga systems also.
The bhakti has everything. All this has to culminate in bhakti only. It has to culminate in bhakti.
But in this is the most important thing is it has to be practiced under the direction of a spiritual master
Who has?
who has already
Bhakti.
bhakti.
You
You
cannot
cannot-
practice under anybody.
You cannot get bhakti without a person who
Who has bhakti?
already has. उसको अगर ऑलरेडी एक बीमारी होएगी तो वो ही वो पास करेगा ना तो भक्ति भी एक ऐसी
See, bhakti yoga main element is when you associate with a devotee, the main element is the transmission of faith. Everything else is you can acquire from anywhere, from the books anywhere. But the association of a pure devotee is infectious. You want that infection from the pure devotee. How the pure devotee is infected with that bhakti. That is what you want to get. That is why bhakti yoga has to be done only in the association of devotees.
and under the guidance of a pure devotee.
I don't know.
Same thing, right? They
When
seem
you get
same.
to bhakti, we have
Yeah, no. In this case, in the right case, you are going with the help of a spiritual master.
No.
If that-
In this, you can be on your own.
Yeah, you can be on your own. Yeah. No, in that
Yeah,
case,
that is correct. Bhakti you cannot get without a spiritual master. But in this case, you can do all this. By reading books or doing practices of yoga, all these things you can cultivate knowledge.
but in that case,
In
if
this-
somebody is somebody is a guru to a certain extent, he's understood Karma Yoga, he's only teaching that. Only
He cannot teach
that.
more.
He cannot teach more. Whatever you have, only that you can impart to the other person. So somebody is a Sankhya Yogi. He can only impart until there. He might not have bhakti. So you, in that case also, you have to go through somebody also, in that also.
But there is a difference, I'll tell you. Here, this is the ascending path, okay? Unless you become perfect in Karma Yoga, you cannot go to this place. Unless you become perfect here, you cannot go to next level. But in Bhakti, you know what happens? In Bhakti, when you're practicing, you are at zero. You don't know anything. But while you're practicing Bhakti, all the other elements start blossoming inside you without your knowledge. You will become a jnani. You will become a bhakta, karma yogi. You will become a sankhya yogi. You will become an ashtanga yogi. You will get all powers without your knowledge. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not a ladder at all.
Yeah.
It is really elevated. It's really elevated.
No, no, no.
That is still correct. What he's saying, I guess that is correct. Yeah, with the underneath.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. For example, when you practice bhakti, it is not necessary that you will get siddhi, all ashta siddhi. Hanuman got. He was only chanting Ram's, he was only doing everything seva to Ram. But he got ashta siddhi. Not all devotees need to get that. But then ashta siddhi means he can become bigger than the mountain. He can become smaller than the keyhole. All powers, 8 powers.
But I guess in Bhakti, the path is little bit relaxed, but in on the left side, the path is very strict and you have to follow that.
And also this path, the left side path is impersonal. Means there is no direct connection with the Lord. The Lord is, that is why it is wrong.
It will work.
Yeah,
Krishna
why
saying
it will work? But why it will work is you have to spend maybe 100 years for Karma Yoga, 1000 years for Jnana Yoga, another 1000 years for Sankhya Yoga, definitely 10,000 years for Ashtanga Yoga. Previous yogas, you got me. Exactly. That's the point.
It's up to there.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Even to us in
In this
Yes.
age. Yes. We cannot. Basically time. We cannot. Yeah. That's what.
I mean, Hanuman already had powers when he was shared.
No, he is too not devotee.
I know.
It's a devotee. It's a devotee. There are so many. Actually, there's. You have to hear one devotee narrated. We heard this so many times. Devotees ask Prabhupada. Prabhupada, we hear pure devotee means we should have all the powers. So can you walk on water? He says, yeah, I can walk on water. Then can you walk? Can you show? The moment I show, you stop asking me how to do devotional service. You will only ask how I can also walk on water. You will not want to learn bhakti. You will want to learn these things. So once one devotee read in Bhagavatam, if you find a devotee, you should take the dust of the devotee's lotus feet. So he made a plan. So next time morning walk, Prabhupada goes every time, same time, 7 o'clock he walks. So I should go behind Prabhupada. Wherever he leaves a footprint, then I take the dust. So all the devotees are walking. So he thought,
On the grass.
on the grass. So he was calculating everything. So pure devotee, he knows everything. Then he was saying, this left side person's footprint is there, right side person's footprint is there. Prabhupada's footprint is not there. On the grass. It's very clear. So as though it is like Prabhupada was not even stamping the grass.
Levitating.
He's
He's
meditating. So he read how Yudhishthira Maharaj, when he was walking on the planet, he actually never stepped the Mother Earth. He was always levitating. So Prabhupada, knowing the disciples' mind, probably he did not leave a footprint.
Prabhupada showed few times to few devotees such things.
Such things, yeah.
Not everybody got the opportunity to see such things.
So Prabhupada also is very careful. What
And that's why
happened?
he didn't get.
He didn't get.
Didn't get. You can't do material calculations for doing
Yeah.
all these
Calculation.
different.
He was trying to use that as a shortcut.
Yes,
to get to the garden.
yes.
Like one devotee, he wanted to, he was standing outside every day. Prabhupada would go for work, and he thought, I'll go with Prabhupada for work. He was waiting outside for so long, and Prabhupada was not coming only. He waited and waited, and it was very cold also. He was not dressed, warm. So then he said, okay, now Prabhupada is not coming. He thought, nobody is there. I'll have very good time with Prabhupada. I will ask a
Alone.
lot of questions alone time.
Alone.
This devotee waited over there. Prabhupada didn't come out. Then he thought, what to do? He said, now it's time for darshanarti. Let me go in the temple. So he was just going to the temple. There was full crowd in the temple.
Jam-packed.
Jam-packed. And one devotee close to Prabhupada, he came to him and told, do you want to do seva for putting Prabhupada sandalwood? Prabhupada, they used to put sandalwood on Prabhupada's forehead.
It's prashadam.
The prashadam from the deities, they would put. So he said, yeah, I would like to do. So somehow with great, very easily, he was able to go inside. So Prabhupada kind of, pulled him because he waited so long, okay, for Prabhupada. So then they were chanting everything. And then finally the time came that he had to put the thing. When he touched Prabhupada's forehead, he felt like a current is passing through his body. And I don't know if everybody feels, but I felt like that as the current was passing, by touching Prabhupada. So these type of things, few devotees, Prabhupada let these things happen to devotees, for whatever reason, we don't know. For maybe for us to know or for them to have more faith in Prabhupada, we don't know. Great, well, there's so many things.
So Bhakti Yoga itself is a different topic and it's a whole subject matter in itself. So anyway, just the topic is about karma, action, and all these aspects are there. I hope.
First look. Actually, I'm not given the message yet.
Not yet. He is just telling
Background.
the background.
That in this program,
Yeah, yeah. So it's not.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Because I didn't catch.
No. You didn't miss.
With this, we'll stop the
Yeah,
class.
stop.
Yeah, because it's really late.